It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here.
Come to me. It's me.
81.
41, Mike. Check.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, go. 280.
Watch the backer.
5'9".
41 to Mike.
Listen.
Check 41.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check right 57. Hey, come on,
Now gone. And Woods has it complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Let's go, boy.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 43 yards.
First down, Rams.
Inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Hey, 5.
Take it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Done. 180. Hey, empty. Empty. Recon, 132 fighter. Done.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Rams' 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is RG3. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now good ball.
Check 26, check 26.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Done.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll have a first down past the 40. And some space here. 20, 10, touchdown LA. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
After the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
43's the milk. 43's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
Scrimmage.
Run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. 43's the mic.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, Stan. Mike's 43. I got him. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
2nd down and goal. Wentz feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Even. 4. 2 Jen. Hey, Echo.
To throw is Wentz.
Oh, catch that.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Shut up, Boogie.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
He's not going to get me.
DC.
Protein spill.
2 for 66.
Check 29.
Now a first down throw. Gone. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on.
I've been talking to you.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the edge. Check 3.
Hey, Shell.
Tighten up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam.
Hardball.
3rd and long. It's gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half.
Going for it.
I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The tackle there by Breann Body Calhoun. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the ship.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I'm just singing that plays, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41.
Great.
Check. He's coming.
X3. 218. Chopper. What's your son?
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I was just making sure. I've been hurt so many times.
Go. 180. Great 15.
Just make the bait, dude. Yeah, I take the bait. No. Yeah, I did now.
Wentz to throw again.
Oh my God, bro.
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Bro, that was something.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has it in his team in a huge way.
And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
I'm down.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
My guy's on. I'm down the hill.
He's coming. We got double.
Goff now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Oh my God, I've seen that. How did he get deep, bro? That's so ridiculous.
He's got it in the end
That's
zone.
so
Touchdown,
fucking.
Rams. A big play there. His third touchdown
What did I just
now
win?
on the year. And
I was
the
in a couple
Rams
six.
have taken the lead. Point after here coming up.
That's some bullshit, bro. That's a 9-point swing right
He
there.
atones for his miss the first time around.
Actually, that's a
as this
10-point
one is
swing,
up
bro.
and good to extend their lead.
I could have had 3 and I gave up 7. That's 10 right there. And I kicked the ball to this nigga at half. Fuck.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yeah, let me play. Let me do me, baby.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Man, it's Goodwin.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Fucking go, baby.
Marquise Goodwin.
Let's go, baby.
Seconds of the first half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
Let's go,
What do we call
baby.
that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived.
Crazy.
2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that
He said
second
what?
play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Nigga, Goodwin is damn near just as fast as you.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes
There it
back out to kick this one off.
Oh, it's not, man. You crazy.
Fielded about a yard deep.
I didn't tell you that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
What defensive playbook do you use? I don't use Miami. Crazy. What that got to do with it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this
I'm
one,
glad
go
I
to the
scored
locker
right
room,
before
start over.
halftime, boy. Okay.
Both teams appear ready for the final action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Killing me, boy. Sometimes it stops and sometimes it don't.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
Oh, I tried to
Just
get
not playing
there.
as well
I've
as we
seen them
need
covered.
to.
I needed
Let's
my
pick
stick.
it
Oh,
up,
I tried
and we
to-
still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Goff. He sets to fire deep. This
Oh,
is
he hit me
caught
with a
inside the
one-hander.
15. Touchdown,
Bro.
LA. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are once
Nigga, I was
again going
cover
to
4.
retake
You
the lead.
don't know your defenses.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really
Nigga, that's why
funny
I said,
lines.
where my
But
safety
the bottom
at?
line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
God, bro. And my defense was suspect, though.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All right, good.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. And they're on
Okay. All right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Griffin. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Now Wentz again. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and 10 at the 19.
On first down, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays.
Hold on, chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Cut. 180.
50 seconds, come on. Ricky.
Hardball.
Rush in.
Hey, Alpha.
Check nine. Wow.
2 for 1. Cut.
On second down and 4, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Reynolds. Incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
82.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. Let's go, heavy. Tell me what you got.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Goff. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Value three.
Now Goff. That is incomplete. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Chopper!
Goff now looking to throw. And Woods has it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
76. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Goff. He's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch. Made it at 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get
as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. Head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensive game. Now it's gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The extra point up and good. This one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, 57, 57. Sunday, Sunday.
Watch out. 36, 36.
One final try now for Wentz. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that
as they move to